What's up everyone? I have an Abomination plus Parrot Minimalist build for you today, but before we hop into discussing the run, I really quickly wanted to announce that the giveaway winners have been announced. And if you're curious, if you want to find out if you're one of them or not, I encourage you to watch until the end of the video where I will announce who the winners are. I have also made a community post, I believe, so you can check there if you don't want to wait. But with all that out of the way, let's hop back into the run. We have a pretty decent start right here with the Bunyip, super powerful tier 1 unit. On turn 2 you can have potentially multiple 3/4s, which is absolutely nuts. And speaking of 3/4s, we level up into a Weasel, so we have a very decent start. We also take a Stork just to make sure that we hopefully do not lose. The Abomination plus Parrot build can go pretty late into the game, so I am hoping we can take it as late as possible. And that reminds me, I probably should have explained the premise a little bit earlier on in the run. So the idea is that with the Abomination, its ability is that it can swallow pets from the shop that have start of battle abilities, and it can copy them throughout the fight. So kind of like the Beluga Whale. And with the Parrot, when you put a Parrot behind the Abomination, it actually copies all of the abilities that the Abomination has swallowed. And speak of the devil, we find the first Abomination of the run, so we're going to take it. We also get a Lobster, which is going to be pretty nice to have for the extra stats when we transition. And you can see the Abomination right here in action. It managed to swallow a frog. Not that the ability is really going to matter, and I think we're even going to lose as a result. Or not as a result, our build was just a little bit weak. But yeah, that's how the Abomination works. And when you have a Parrot behind the Abomination, the Parrot will copy multiple abilities, and if the Parrot is level 2, then the abilities it will copy will also be level 2, and even better if you get it up to level 3, of course. So you can potentially have like how many leopard snipes that would be like. I don't even know the proper amount, but you can have a lot of damage and a lot of stats, like stuff like the Stegosaurus, stuff like the Mantis Shrimp could be super useful to have in the pack, and that's how I have constructed it. We have tons of super strong start of battle pets. You even saw the rock right there for a second on the shop. We get another Lobster, so we now have a level up which will result in a monkey. We want the Abomination to have the highest amount of stats from the entire team, so that it can swallow the pets first, and then the Parrots can copy the swallowed pets abilities. So kind of like the Wombat plus Anubis build, you want to have the proper attack order in order to make this work. A little bit sad that we don't get to swallow anything on this turn, but I don't think from tiers 1 through 5 I have too many start of battle abilities. I think I have like Rock and Lynx currently, and on tier 5 I think I have Crocodile as well. And yeah, we are going to continue getting some scaling. We level up into a Husky. We would really like to have a Parrot at this point in time. We could have found it in the shop, but I was not rolling hard enough apparently, so we have to survive with just one big Abomination and 2 Scalers. I think we should be alright here, however. The Lobster is also pretty big, so we end up claiming a victory. So yeah, hopefully we now find like multiple chocolates or multiple alpacas, so that if we get to find the Parrots, which thankfully on this turn we actually do find the Parrot, we can start getting the levels up properly, and you can see the build starting to pop off. I say that, but instead I decide to buff up the Husky because I think the scaling is going to matter. You can see I also have like a Highland Cow in the pack, so having a lot of HP is going to make a big difference. We go up against this Summon build, but I think we're going to be fine. We don't even need the trumpets. So yeah, easy victory right there. We can continue to look for the stuff we need. If we can manage to find a level 3 husky sooner, I think that would be very good for the build, because then we can ditch the monkey. We're starting to level up the parrot, and now you can see the interaction in place. We get to swallow double crocodile with the abomination, and then the parrot gets to copy that double crocodile. So we will be getting 4 snipes in total, I believe. Curiously enough, our opponent also has a crocodile, but the rest of their team is pretty weak, so we end up winning. And yeah, I think the build is coming together pretty nicely. We have another husky that we have found, and now that we are on tier 6, we can start finding a lot of sweet stuff. Like you can see right here, both a leopard and a mantis shrimp, and the parrot gets to copy both of those as well. And with 33 attack on the abomination, a leopard ability will come in pretty clutch, as you can see. Getting a lot of knockouts, not that their team was the strongest. I think actually that was the same person as last round, but this time running a different build. But yeah, at this point I think I should be focusing on getting the levels that I want. We have the parrot level up right here from the chocolate. We also have enough gold that we can buy the avocado, and we get to swallow our Highland cow plus leopard combo this time. So I think we'll be pretty strong on this turn as well. This is the good thing about this build, by the way. Most of the starter battle pets are tier 6, so you can easily level up into them and have something for the abomination to swallow. I don't think I'm going to take the melon, instead I'm going to focus on levels. And funnily enough, right here we roll into double alpaca. So I think I'm going to ditch the scaling in favor of that, so we can get more levels more easily. And I think by the end of the turn, yeah, we find double parrot right here. So we take one of them and we are going to bump up, maybe this, not this turn, but maybe next turn, but we get to bump up one of the parrots up to level 3 eventually. We copy a crocodile, so now we have, I believe that is 5 snipes in total in the team, which is pretty nice to see. We get to pop a melon and almost wipe out the backline, but thankfully the alpaca is there to save the day. And I believe this is going to be the final turn. We are going to get the abomination ribbon, so now we can swallow up to 3 pets at the end of the turn, and we have a lot of copy potential with the parrots. I even freeze 2 of starter battle pets that we can potentially use in the Highland cow and the crocodile. And yeah, all that's left for us to do is just all into the final one. The shop is being very generous, giving us multiple free rerolls with the rock or with the oyster. And we do find the rock, which is also a starter battle pet that gives mana, so that's what we will take. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this build. Let's watch the final battle together, and then we will announce the giveaway winners. So we have a Nurikabe build right here, but compared to the amount of snipes and mana and trumpets that we have, it's no big deal for us to win and claim the ribbon. So yeah, that was the build, super fun to play. I would highly recommend it. I'll leave a pack code in the description. But now let's move on to the giveaway winners. The first one is Archer Schwartz, congrats to you. Our second winner is Simian. I think both Schwartz and Simian wanted the unicorn pack. And here we have the third winner, which is Cathy. She got the star pack, she even contacted me immediately. And if the winners want to get in touch with me, I hope that they check out the community post that I left, and I have some pretty good information that they can use right there. But for now, this will be the video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.